Hey, I'm Adam Deal. This is Soccer Talk with the Soul. We got a great show lined up for you. We're going to update you on the Soul and things happening as season gets ready to get started. We've got Dan Lodge on. He's going to talk about the FA Cup. And he's going to argue with President Ron Patel a little bit later. Of course, Larry Espinosa is here and other guests as well. It's all right here. It's Soccer Talk with the Soul right now. Soccer Talk with the Soul. It's the second episode. Having a little fun. We're going to get to some Soul Soccer right now. I'm Adam Deal. All the way over here, President Ron Patel, General Manager Larry Espinosa, and guys, look, it's successful, right? Show number 2. We made it past the pilot. We're good, right? It's all good.
We're not rookies anymore.
And it seemed well received, which is even more fun.
So we're going to step up our game because we got some good guests. In just a moment, we're going to have Darin Wade of Power Forward, and we'll talk about why he's so important with the Soul. Used to play at El Dorado. I was listening to some of his stories a little bit earlier. Used to coach there. Pretty cool. So we got a lot to talk about. But first, we got to talk about the Soul and things that are going on. And just had another scrimmage. Nice result. A 2-0 win against Trinidad State. I'll start with you, Ron.
Yeah. Trinidad State, school from Trinidad, Colorado. One of our players last year, Ricardo Zacharias. I always get that last name wrong. Richie, we call him for short. Played at Trinidad State, played for us last summer. Now actually plays with Club America in Mexico City. So he's doing fantastic. It was great to play them again. We won 2-0. I'll let Larry kind of break down the game a little bit, but it was a good victory.
Yeah, it was a chippy game. It was pretty interesting. They had I don't know if they were Czech or Croatians, but they did not like being behind. And got to see overall growth from the team. Again, these are a group of guys that are all trying to work hard to see if they're going to be able to make the cut for the first team. And from game 1 against Fort Lewis, which was probably the best opponent out of all three, to now, there was a lot of development that took place. A lot of strategy by coach. Coach likes to spread the field, which is interesting. And I was excited to see we maintained some possession and got some great scoring opportunities.
I guess, guys, it's interesting to see kind of when a team first starts, how you develop into the system of your play. So right now, who do you think, or I'll start with you, Ron, what do you think is the reason the style of play, maybe with Matt Gordon, is maybe taking a little bit more time to develop into the system?
Yeah, the thing about our season is it's so short, and especially with our preseason. I mean, these guys just started training together in March. And I'm not going to pretend to be a coach because I never have been one. But what I do know is that it takes time for a team to gel together and learn a system of play.
Because this is not the same exact Soul from last year.
No. There's a lot of different guys, a lot of guys trying to make the first squad, mostly local guys. Got some real young guys out there. There's some guys that are still in high school that are playing on this team. So it's just learning the style of play. And even once the PDL season starts, our guys, first team reports May 2nd next week. They've got to come in and learn the style of play real quickly. We've got our game on the 7th, Open Cup on the 11th. Regular season starts on the 14th.
We've got some pictures, by the way, of this game against Trinidad State this last week. And well, why don't you kind of break some of these down for us, Larry?
We had the privilege of playing in Santa Fe, and one of our opportunities that we're trying to do is just take the game statewide. So this was a really cool field up at St. John's College, and came out.
Intimate.
Yeah, and nice field though, and really a lot of what it took was guys getting stuck in early, maintaining possession, and then really trying to get deep into some secondary areas to try to get some opportunities at goal. So a lot of different faces. So it's been great. I know a lot of the guys by first name only right now, and because there's it's been interchanging. So throughout the
There's one of
preseason.
our Sandionistas from one of our supporter group fans
about that
in the
scarf?
shot there. It's a beautiful
How
scarf.
about that scarf?
That's your one scarf.
As Larry said, it was a chippy game. It was a lot of hard tackles. A couple times we thought,
That's how
oh,
it
someone
should be.
got injured. But yeah, it was a good physical game.
All right. Look, well, there's a lot of Soul fans that want to know, okay, when can I start seeing these guys play? Like, when are we going to see them play at St. Pius? And that's coming soon here in just a little bit.
Yep, May 7th is our first game with the first team. That's going to be against the Phoenix Monsoon. They're a team from the UPSL. So the UPSL is a league that consists of California and Arizona teams. And they won the UPSL last year, if I remember correctly. And they're coming out for a preseason game May 7th. Kickoff, I believe, is 5:15 at St. Pius High School. And it's our tune-up game before the U.S. Open Cup, which comes fast and furious. So it's UPSL versus PDL in this first game.
And I'll tell you what, we're going to talk a little bit more about that U.S. Open Cup because it's such a big deal. And that's really going to be the first true season game, if you will, because, I mean, not your regular season game, but going into tournament play is the most important start to the
It's
season.
history for New Mexico. I don't believe we've had a New Mexico team in the Open Cup. So we're excited. Coach Matt Gordon is ecstatic, and we can't wait to get it underway.
And by the way, for those of you that did catch that, yes, that was our director running straight through here, Jason Pohl, to fix a mic. I mean, that was right in set right here, getting it done. He's the man.
He's hands-on.
For it. Yeah.
He's hands-on.
Okay, so listen, again, this is PDL. Talk a little bit more about the Monsoon, the Phoenix Monsoon coming in and what people could expect, the kind of talent level, maybe the difference.
Yeah, Larry, I don't think we know too much about them. We don't have a lot of video on them. It's going to be hard to kind of prepare. I don't know what coach has been doing.
You know, the interesting about those kind of regional types of leagues is that you get a few ex-pros out there that, you know, they're now have relocated into a city, and they played at one point in time a little bit older, and they still managed to get out there and get some guys together and can put together a nice little squad. It's higher than a men's league, but it's still they still have some talent coming in. So
what's cool is
not to be taken lightly.
Season ticket holders do get in to the Monsoon game free admission. They get into the Open Cup game. We've got a lot of, I think we're close to 100 season ticket holders right now, which has crushed any records we've had the first 2 years, which is awesome to see people kind of subscribing to soccer, investing in soccer. I think we have a shot of the season ticket page that we can put up there for fans. This is what the page looks like. Season tickets, they're $85 for adults, $65 for kids. It includes the new scarves that we have, so you get a scarf with your season ticket. You do get admission to the May 7th game and admission to the Open Cup game on the 11th. And yeah, I appreciate all the season ticket holders. I mean, it's still time to get your season tickets.
All right, well, we're going to excuse Ron Patel right now. You're going to see him a little bit later. Now we're going to welcome on to the set from Power Forward. I really appreciate your time, Darin Wade. You guys providing some transportation for the Soul this year. Talk about that.
Yeah, look, I think started when the Soul started. And,
Yeah. This relationship goes way back. We've known each other since we were
You guys
were
just
12.
against each
Yeah.
other, from what I understand, right? Who got the better of who? Straight up, right now, who got the better of who?
yeah, Larry, let me hear your version of that.
Wow, that's interesting. I might have to turn Darin was always taller. He had those little bit longer legs and would like to poke the ball away when he could.
When he could. Were you throwing like mad step overs at him, or I mean, what?
He's never really a step over guy.
No. Hey, here's some of the pictures you could see. By the way, there you go.
Yeah,
Not bad.
I've always liked to say, Larry played for St. Pius when we were in high school, and I played for El Dorado, and we were nationally ranked back in the time, and we were both captains of both teams, and just a great life lesson that soccer's a team sport. And I recall we were in the state tournament together, and we were supposed to sweep that, and we lost first round to none other than Larry's team.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was pretty tough.
Stroke of luck, I think.
And you were, as I recall, at least back then, you were a defender, and I was always a midfielder player. So he and I didn't really square off that much against each other. But later on in our adult life, he ended up suckering me on a men's league team, and I think, how long did we play together? 10 plus years.
Yeah, another 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
So it just goes to show you that soccer, it extends beyond just the field. You develop relationships that last.
Our tagline for Power Forward is low price is the difference, and that is one of the things I took over this dealership about 3.5 years ago, and ran another Ford store, and I've been in the business for about 25 years. And when Larry and Ron came and pitched us the idea about being a supporter for this, having personal experience in this local community and understanding that soccer is such a community-oriented sport, it was kind of a no-brainer for us to be able to provide at least transportation on that. And we're looking forward to a long relationship with the Soul.
Yeah, talk a little bit more about that relationship. I mean, now it's been 2 years, and you've got cool vans, and you can travel around. I mean, it's a pretty important deal for the Soul to have something like this.
Yeah, I think so. As a matter of fact, our biggest challenge is all of the rules and regulations that automotive wants, insurance per se. And the Soul's got a lot of plans, and they've kind of rolled out their plans in the future, and they've kind of got this crawl, walk, run philosophy. It's a real business-oriented plan, so to speak. And I liked it so much that not only do I think that it's a good idea, and it's a lot of fun for fans to watch, but I also think their business model is pretty good as well. Don't want to step on toes or anything, but
No, not at all.
with the youth programs that you've got, and transportation has a lot to do with uninsured motorists and insured motorists, as well as the distances that they'll be taking these vans to be playing. That the team will be taken to play their different opponents. So we needed to kind of work through all of that stuff, and between us as partners and some of their other partners that they have, real successful. I think we got a package that works.
I like always reiterating this is I think the product on the field is something that everyone's going to like. This is quality football here. I mean, moving the ball very well. Matt Gordon's got such a great system. It's not sloppy soccer. It's great possession soccer. A lot of skilled players. There's a lot of talent on the field. That's what makes it even more fun too. Is this is a very talented program.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it says something if you're not getting in the 1984 van to travel around to your games. I think that'll say something to the players as well.
Absolutely. You're as good as you feel as good as you look. And when you pull up to a venue and you see two big old brand new Ford vans decked with all our logos and stuff,
That's great.
That
It looks
itself
great.
is a little intimidating. So.
Yeah, that was kind of fun, is that this year we decided to do some wraps, and we decided to go one step further on the advertising side for that. So there'll be no doubt when the team's traveling.
Guys, a lot more to come. Really appreciate you joining us with Power Forward, Darin Wade. Dan Lodge is going to step on. He's going to have a lot of arguing points with Ron Patel, the president of the Soul, in just a moment as we discuss the world of soccer. Come right back.